I am tired of seeing all these morning routine videos on YouTube right now telling you to wake up at 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. and have this glorious 5-step morning routine. Do this, do journaling, do that, and then you'll finally become rich. Well, sorry to break your bubble, 99% of the videos are complete bullshit. And in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to tell you some changes that you can make to your morning routine, which will eventually make you more productive and which will actually make you more money. And don't worry, I'm not going to tell you to wake up at 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. and just go running the first thing in the morning. The changes are going to be more realistic, more practical, and pretty achievable if you do it pretty consistently. Now, for 80% of you, this is how your morning looks like. You wake up, you open your eyes, you are in your cozy blanket, you look to your side, you find the love of your life, and you just grab the love of your life and you start scrolling. And yes, that is going to be your phone. Because your friend sent you one meme, so you thought, you know what, let's just check out that meme. You click on that, then you check out another reel, then you check out another reel, and then you get on a loop, and then suddenly you realize it's been 1 hour since I'm scrolling Instagram and I haven't even got out of bed yet. And for that reason, the first 3 hours of your morning is going to be no social media at all. Anything you have, shift it to your laptop. If you want to talk to a supplier, if you want to talk to your business guys on WhatsApp, get WhatsApp on your laptop and shift everything to your laptop. Don't use your phone at all. In fact, what I do is I just put my phone on work mode. So I think on an iPhone, you can customize your settings, like what kind of notifications do you want in the work mode. So what I do is I just do my emails and my calls. That's it. I don't get any WhatsApp notifications, not Snapchat, not Instagram, nothing. So there's just going to be 2 notifications. If someone calls me, which usually no one calls me in the morning, and second one is going to be emails. So actually there was this interesting study that I read a couple of years back about how the brain works. So how your brain works is the first dopamine hit that it gets in the morning, your brain craves it throughout the day. So the first dopamine hit you're giving it is through scrolling Instagram reels or is watching girls dance on Instagram. So that's the first dopamine reaction your brain is receiving in the morning. Then guess what? Your brain is going to crave that the entire day, and you're going to go back to Instagram, you're going to go back to those reels, you're going to go back to YouTube shorts and just look at those reels, and that's how you'll waste at least 40% of your day. So the first 2 hours are going to be no phone time at all, no social media, no checking notifications of your friends, nothing. So let's say you're not using your phone at all, but you are following this exotic morning routine that you see on YouTube, like every YouTuber is uploading. It's a 5-step morning routine. You do your journal, you do your vision board, you do your cold plunge, you do this, you do that. And by the time you're done with that, suddenly you realize it's already been 3 hours and you haven't got any work done yet. You just wasted the most important hours of your day. And honestly, I'm tired of seeing all these YouTube videos. It just annoys me so much that people are literally telling other people to have 3 hours long routine, do this, do that. And that is how you will get the most amount of work done. Only way you can get more work done is to actually do the work. Guys, you don't need this kind of fluff. Only morning routine you need to have is you wake up in the morning, you get out of bed, you maybe stretch a little, you go to the washroom, you wash your face with cold water, you fill up a bottle of water, you sit on the desk, you keep it by your side, you drink it in the first hour and you start working. That's it. That is the only morning routine you need to actually make money and to actually get your work done. You just need to do the work. It's pretty simple. The more you work, the more you get done. And also the first few hours of the morning, your brain is at the highest frequency. So if you are planning to do any creative work throughout the day, do all your creative tasks first thing in the morning because your brain is just at a high operating frequency. So trust me, I've tried this and it works super well. Like if you want to do any creative task, do those first thing in the morning. Do that creative task first 3 hours in the morning because usually at this time your brain is at a very high frequency. So all your creative work would be done much more efficiently and much more faster in the morning. And a small tip from my side would be what I do is that I write all my tasks down a night before. So I don't do it early in the morning because I don't want to think early in the morning what I need to do throughout the day. I just write it down before I go to sleep, so I am prepared to just hit my first task as soon as I wake up. I don't have to waste my time planning the first thing in the morning. So that is something which you guys can try as well. So the last one is going to be if you're waking up and if you're having a big breakfast the first thing in the morning. I know it may sound pretty controversial. Okay, what is he saying? So if you're having a big breakfast first thing in the morning, you need to stop that. So up till now, we always have been taught that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Well, guess what? That is completely a scam. That is not true at all. In fact, I'll tell you the reason why. Your body performs best, whatever you're doing, whether it be work, whether it be thinking, your body performs best when it is in fasted state. I mean fasted state, not hungry state. So there's a difference between fasted and being hungry. So your body performs best when it's in fasted state. So the reason why I say that is because, so if you're waking up in the morning and if you're having a big carb loaded breakfast, the first thing you do, what happens is it spikes your insulin levels up. So if you have your insulin levels spiked up, you feel sleepy throughout the day. And this must have happened to all of us. We feel sleepy around 12 p.m. or 1 p.m. We feel sleepy throughout the day. The reason is that a lot of people in India usually have a very high carb loaded breakfast. And that is what I used to do as well. If you want to get the most out of your morning, what I would suggest is to actually work in your fasted state for at least 3 to 4 hours. So your body performs, your brain performs best when it is in the fasted state, because as soon as you eat something, your body and your brain and everything is focused on digesting that food. So your body gets busy. It puts energy into digesting that food because your body prioritizes digesting than learning something. So your body is trying to survive, right? So it puts all the energy into digesting the food. So what you can do instead is you wake up. So, and this is what I do as well. I wake up, I grab a bottle of water, I work for first 3 hours, and then I hit the gym, and then I have my breakfast. So it depends on your work routine, what are you doing? But I'm assuming that if you're watching this video, it's 90% of you are going to be making money online or doing something of your own. So you can have this routine. So if you're working on a job or something, then maybe it's going to be difficult for you. But if you have something of your own, then this is something which you can do. So the first 3 hours are going to be fasted. You don't have to eat anything. You can drink water. So yeah, try this out and let me know how this works for you, because I think to see the changes, it's going to take you around like 1 week or something. So after you watch this video, hopefully you implement these changes, and you do let me know in the comments as well. How do you feel? How are you feeling about the fasted state working? So usually I have my breakfast, the first meal, around 10:30 to 11 a.m. or sometimes 10 a.m. depends upon the time I wake up. So what I do here is my first meal is going to be super high protein and super high fat and super low in carbs. The reason being the same, because if your first meal is going to be super high in carbs, you're going to feel sluggish throughout the day, you're going to feel sleepy throughout the day, and that is something which I do not want, especially if you want to have a productive day. And it is also good for your body as well. I think it controls your blood sugar levels and everything. It also helps you lose weight faster, and it's got all the benefits. So the next thing is also workout. I feel like workout is something which you should definitely do. I mean, depending upon your schedule, whatever is comfortable for you, either in the morning or either in the night. But I feel like if there is one uncomfortable thing you get done in the morning, that just motivates you throughout the day. Because if you do an uncomfortable thing in the morning, you're going to set the tone for the day. You have got the most uncomfortable thing that you think is for you got done in the morning. Now everything in the day feels easy. So to summarize, the changes you need to do in your morning routine is going to be: first one, completely no phone at all for first 2 hours. Second one is going to be, you don't need to do any fancy morning routines which you see on YouTube. Not at all. Ignore everything. Just get up and work. The formula is pretty simple. The more you work, the more you get done. Keep this in your mind every time you wake up. The more you work, the more you get done. The more you get done, the faster you become rich. Basically, it's all about building habits that eventually set you up for success. And if you guys are actually interested to see what I usually have for breakfast or what I usually make for breakfast, I upload it on my Instagram stories pretty often. So if you want, you can just go ahead and give a follow somewhere in the description. So yeah, that's it for the video. Do try these changes out and do let me know how does this work for you. And if you have any doubt, just DM me on Instagram. I'll try to answer most of them. And yeah, peace.